Breaking, former President Trump found guilty of what? Now let's get to it.
Nobody's safe!
Now it looks like we have some of the verdicts coming in. It is quickly coming in here. From inside, we are starting to hear that there are guilty verdicts from our producer inside. We are hearing guilty on 1 through 5. 1 through 12, we have now 13, 14 guilty. 15 guilty. You may hear there are a split of folks here who have been protesting on both sides of this case. Some cheer, some boos, as we are now getting the information from the jury. We're up to 18 counts, 19 guilty. Remember, we have 34 here, 20 guilty. And again, these counts were very similar. What they were looking at, it was different occurrences essentially of the same crime, a misdemeanor that was elevated by being linked to a felony, to an underlying crime. We are now 24 counts in, all guilty from inside. This is what we are hearing from our producers, up to 26 guilty. Now remember, each of these counts could maximum have 4 years in jail. President Trump would be considered a first-time offender. These are non-violent crimes. So it seems that it is unlikely the judge would sentence him to prison, but we are now up to 31 counts guilty out of 34, 32 guilty, also coming in from inside the courtroom. Our producer's now saying 33 and 34. They're saying guilty on all 34 charges.
Hey everyone, welcome to the mix. Like, share, subscribe, per usual. I need for you all to listen to this video. Yes, listen to it from beginning to end. I won't keep you all long. It's free to like, it's free to share, it's free to listen, and it's free to subscribe. Thank you in advance for your continued support. If you are interested in donating, hit that cash app right here. Further donation information is in the description section of this post. If you all are interested in participating in the polls, I have them going on in the community section. So head on over there and vote. For those who are new to my channel, I typically go live on a weekend. Most of my videos are pre-recorded. You can head on over to the video section and check out some of my live content and just familiarize yourself with this channel. Get to know your girl, The Mix. Now, let's jump right into the topic. Okay, everyone, welcome to The Mix. Again, like, share, subscribe, per usual. As you can see, what this video is going to be about, yes, former President Trump. Now, 34-time convicted felon. To my understanding, it's a class E grade felony in New York, but nevertheless, he's a convicted felon. So what are your thoughts? I also heard you guys that Trump, he broke a fundraising record. Yes, he broke a fundraising record after the verdict. So the people, I guess, in the United States flocked to his campaign's website or the donation site and contributed to his campaign, and he broke a record. So I want to go ahead and share more information with you guys, a couple articles, excerpts from the articles, and then I also want to share reaction of those on X, formerly known as Twitter, Andrew Tate, Elon Musk. Yeah, they speak on Trump and others too. So let me go ahead and head on over to X, formerly known as Twitter. But before I do that, you guys, I need to let you guys know I will be running a poll excuse me, about this. Who are you going for? Jim Crow Joe, also known as Sleepy Joe, Jim Crow Joe, also known as Sleepy Joe, or are you voting for the former president, aka now known as 34 times convicted felon? Who will you be voting for today? If the election was today, who would you be voting for? And let's try to think about it from a perspective, not popularity, or if you like somebody, remove your feelings. Try to make a calculated vote. Try to incorporate in your thought process. And this is just, again, it's going to be, the poll is going to be in the community section, but keep it in mind the economy, keeping in mind border control, keeping in mind Social Security, keeping in mind healthcare, keeping in mind social views and events when it comes to a variety of topics socially. I mean, just think about that, you guys. Keep that in mind when you cast your vote here on The Mix in the community section. So who will you be voting for? You know, keep in mind just especially a lot of economical factors, even the stock market. You know, keep in mind high cost of groceries, high cost of rents, high cost of mortgages, taxes, all of that. Keep all of that in mind when you cast your vote here on The Mix. So stay tuned, stay connected, you guys. Let me head on over to X and let me share some more information on this.
Listen, get this. Donald Trump is the last hope of Western civilization. He can't stop the decay, but he can slow it down. If he doesn't win, it's over. If Trump doesn't win, it is done. It is over game. The circumstances around him not winning are going to be insane. There's no way Donald Trump can't win unless something.
Okay, you guys, this is Andrew Tate on Donald Trump. And for those who do not know, just Google Andrew Tate and go from there. So Okay, you guys, right here it says Andrew Tate just donated 200K to his ninja Trump. This is wild. What are your thoughts? My fellow New Yorker, Tate News breaking. Andrew Tate just announced he would be donating 200K to Trump. This person commented, because what Trump needs is more money and more shady people to support him. This person posted he donated way more than just by this tweet. He will have influenced a massive support network in favor of Trump now, and they will donate as well. This is what they were all afraid of. At first, this is version of self-defense. In my opinion, Biden should have kept his dogs on the leashes, because now Tate's let his dogs off. The gloves are off now for all these guys accused of false crimes. Trump, the Tates, Russell Brand, the list goes on. FS, they're getting worse media coverage than actual murderers. Meaning FS, meaning funny-ish. This person said, I thought you said you were outside the matrix. Now you're funding it. This person said, Andrew is top G, and he and his brother can relate to the bogus sham commie trials. This person said, Trump must win. This person said, that would be a campaign finance crime. This person said, I remember my first donation, tisk tisk. Okay, this post, Donald Trump congratulating Elon Musk SpaceX on being the first private company to develop and successfully launch its own rocket into orbit, the first private company to launch and recover its own caps, and the first private company to put humans into orbit around the Earth. Okay, I remember this post, and this was back in April. This case is obviously a corruption of the lawfare, and this is what Elon Musk was a part of this tweet. It says Trump is now reposting Elon Musk on Truth Social. So yeah, I remember when Elon posted this.
Tesla's now worth more than GM and Ford. Do you have comments on Elon Musk?
Well, you have to give him credit. I spoke to him very recently, and he's also doing the rockets. He likes rockets, and he does good at rockets, too, by the way. I never saw where the engines come down with no wings, no anything, and they're landing. I said, I've never seen that before. And I was worried about him because he's one of our great geniuses, and we have to protect our genius. You know, we have to protect Thomas Edison, and we have to protect all of these people that came up with originally the light bulb and the wheel and all of these things. And he's one of our very smart people, and we want to cherish those people. That's very important. But he's done a very good job. Shocking.
This was posted some time ago. Trump's comments, obviously, and praising Elon Musk on his innovativeness. Elon posted, it's hard to view this as anything other than abuse of the law for political purposes. And this was posted a day or so ago on X, formerly known as Twitter. Elon Musk retweeted this from Kaneko the Great, but he also gave his comments, as you can see. Let me click here. Let's jump into the comments, you guys. Okay, the only way to view this is as justice served. 12 grand jurist found enough evidence to charge him 34 times. A jury of 12 listened to evidence from both sides and found him guilty on all 34 counts. That's called justice, Mr. Musk, American style. Okay, someone else comment. We are officially a banana republic. Indeed, great damage was done today to the public's faith in the American legal system. If a former president can be criminally convicted over such a trivial matter motivated by politics rather than justice, then anyone is at risk. And there's more to that, but I won't read that. This person says he was threatening jurors, allegedly. I gotta say allegedly, we don't know that. In any trial anywhere, that gets a gag order. So it says if legal system is broken, then why aren't Republicans pointing out which part are broken and how they would fix it? Nobody wants to touch that, since all state courts operate on a similar legal basis. If it applies to Trump, then it applies to all. Then all convictions are wrong. This person says no one asked. This is why you're unfit for owning this platform. Okay. This person says, are you working for the VP job by posting campaign talking points and being a surrogate? And this is all under Elon Musk X account. This person says there were 12 jurors. Any one of them could have hung the jury and become famous juror for MAGA. They would have gotten fame, interviews, book deals, even maybe a position in the Trump White House administration. They could have gotten anything they wanted, but they didn't do that. Why is that? They are flooding Elon Musk comments. Someone posted, Trump is innocent no matter what the jury says. They've tried so hard to make him look corrupt, but they've only shown the world how dirty and corrupt they are. Like breaking news, Trump walks into UFC 302 in New Jersey just days after being convicted 10 miles away in New York. Crowd roars. Let's take a listen. It's glitching, you guys. Not sure what's going on, but this is glitching. This person says F. Joe Biden, and this is Donald Trump Jr. He's on X. So it looks like they're chanting FJB. All right. Okay, guys, according to apnews.com, here's what you should know about Donald Trump's conviction in this hush money trial. Okay, Donald Trump's conviction on 34 felony counts marks the end of the former president's historic hush money trial, but the fight over the case is far from over. Now comes the sentencing and the potential for a prison or jail sentence, the appellate process, and all the while, the presumptive Republican presidential nominee still has to deal with 3 more criminal cases and a campaign that could see him return to the White House. You heard it here, you guys. Yes, that's what, even though he's convicted of some low class E felonies, he can still be president, to my understanding. Okay, the article further cites, after more than 9 hours of deliberation over 2 days, the Manhattan jury found Trump guilty of falsifying business records in the case stemming from a hush money payment to P-star actor Stormy Daniels during his 2016 presidential campaign. Trump angrily denounced the trial as a disgrace, telling reporters he's an innocent man. Okay, the article further cites the charge of falsifying business records is a Class E felony in New York, the lowest tier of felony charges in the state. It is punishable up to 4 years in prison. I thought it was jail too, so I don't know. But okay, this is what the article is citing, though the punishment would ultimately be up to the judge. And there's no guarantee he would give Trump time behind bars. Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg declined to say whether prosecutors would seek, prison time. It's unclear to what extent the judge may factor in the political and logistical complexities of jailing a former president who is running to reclaim the White House. Other punishments could include a fine or probation, and it's possible the judge will allow Trump to avoid serving any punishment until after he exhausts his appeals. Trump faced the threat of more serious prison time in the 3 other cases he's facing, but those cases have gotten bogged down by appeals and other legal fights. So it remains unclear whether any of them will go to trial before the November election. So what are your thoughts, you guys? Drop some comments in the chat. Do you think this judge in a New York case where Trump was convicted of the hush money trial case, do you think this particular judge is going to give him prison time? Do you think the other criminal cases will be heard before the November election? This is going to be interesting to see how all of this plays out. I honestly have my popcorn. I got my tea. This is just unprecedented, meaning this has never happened before. So this is definitely interesting. Okay, the article further cites the conviction doesn't bar Trump from continuing his campaign or becoming president, and he can still vote for himself in his home state of Florida as long as he stays out of prison in New York State. Trump's daughter-in-law, Laura Trump, who serves as co-chair of the Republican National Committee, said in a Fox News Channel interview on Thursday that Trump would do virtual rallies and campaign events if he's convicted and sentenced to home confinement. That's if he's sentenced to home confinement. In a deeply divided America, it's unclear whether Trump's once unimaginable criminal conviction will have any impact at all on the election. Guys, you can head back over there to apnews.com and read the article in its entirety. Okay, I'm switching gears over here to thehill.com. Trump campaign, y'all, announces a $35 million fundraising haul after the guilty verdict. Woo! The Trump campaign brought in roughly $35 million after former President Trump was found guilty of 34 felony counts in New York hush money trial Thursday, as his campaign argues the verdict supercharged support among grassroots donors. Just minutes after the sham trial verdict was announced, our digital fundraising system was overwhelmed with support, and despite temporary delays online because of the amount of traffic, President Trump raised $34.8 million from small donors. Trump campaign senior advisors Chris LaCivita and Susie Wild said in a joint statement on Friday. The article further cites the campaign said the fundraising total broke the campaign's previous record for small dollar donations in a day. LaCivita and Wild said nearly 30% of the donors following the verdict were new to WineRed platform, which is used by Republican candidates for fundraising. President Trump and our campaign are immensely grateful from this outpouring support from patriots across our country, the 2 aides said. President Trump is fighting to save our nation, and November 5th is the day Americans will deliver the real verdict. Ooh, okay. Trump on Thursday was found guilty on all 34 counts of falsifying business records, making him the first former president to be convicted of a felony. The 12-person jury in the hush money trial returned its verdict late Thursday afternoon after deliberations lasting approximately 11 hours. Trump had pled not guilty, denying wrongdoing related to the payments or that the affair they were alleged to be covering up ever happened. He is expected to appeal the verdict, obviously. Okay, everyone. So what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? Again, you can head back over to thehill.com or apnews.com. If you have access to X, formerly known as Twitter, head over there. I mean, I could be on X all day and share a lot of different comments and reactions to the Trump verdict and just this entire situation. So drop some comments in the chat. Like, share, subscribe. Again, like, share, subscribe. Again, this is going to be interesting, you guys, and stay connected and stay tuned to the mix, where I will be running a poll today. And today is Sunday, you guys, so I hope your Sunday is going well. But I will be running a poll. Also, stay tuned, stay connected for the giveaway tonight, $50 cash giveaway. I will announce a couple updates to that, or information to that, later on and throughout the day. So you got to stay connected to my channel, abreast and up to date on the latest of whatever I discuss, or whatever giveaways I may run or may not run, you know. So, but yeah. And also stay tuned, you guys, for a call-in show. I'm going to go ahead and do a call-in show at 4:30 p.m. Central Standard Time today, Sunday, June 2nd. So stay tuned, stay connected. Topic of discussion to be determined or to be announced, but you'll see it because I'm going to go ahead and pre-schedule the live, obviously. So the title of the conversation and topic will be posted as well. Yeah, presidential candidate found guilty in New York case. In my opinion, you guys, I've always said this before, and I spoke about this when it came to Mr. Bill Cosby, when it came to R. Kelly, even when it comes to Trump, and I never voted for former President Trump. To me, it's BS. It's malarkey. It's just my opinion. The whole entire situation. I think from a legal and prosecutorial perspective, and the justice system, it's always been biased when it came to black people and melanated people. So this is nothing new under the sun. It's just being applicable to a white man now, and I'm just being transparent. I say that respectfully. It's unfair in my opinion. Even with the former president, to me, it's unfair. Being a black person, I know this all too well, how they navigate, move the goalposts, cherry pick, create a narrative, twist the, it's all too common in the black community, or in communities where it's impoverished area and you don't have proper legal representation. And even if you do have proper legal representation and have the finances, even regardless if you're on a macro level or a micro level, you're black, hey, it is what it is. So good luck. Your best to be as law abiding as possible, and try not to land yourself in situations where someone else is making decisions over your life. I think this is a miscarriage of justice, in my opinion. I do. And like I said, I never voted for Trump. He's funny to me. I'm not gonna lie. He's funny. He's truthful. He's a liar. He's all of that. It's just a mixture of what political candidate that's not a liar. Jim Crow Joe is, in my opinion, and I say this respectfully, in my opinion, across the board, they're all, quote unquote, have some Pinocchio noses when it comes to politics, when it comes to promises, when it comes to black people, especially. So, and I'm speaking from that perspective, and I know I'm not speaking for every black person, but I'm speaking from my experiences of sitting back, sipping tea, and watching what's going on. But, hey, this is America. You have to cast your vote. So stay tuned, stay connected to the mix. Let me know who you would be voting for if the election was today. Or heck, let me know who you'll be voting for in November. Well, let's run this poll. Will you be voting for Jim Crow Joe? Or will you be voting for 34-time convicted felon, former President Trump in November? So the ball is in y'all court. Stay tuned, stay connected. Thank you guys for your continued support, and I will talk to you all soon. Bye.